Love this podcast? Support this show through the Acast supporter feature. It's up to you how much you give, and there's no regular commitment. Just hit the link in the show description to support now.
The hustle doesn't have to hurt. If performance pressure is making it hard to breathe, Grow Therapy helps you navigate stress, set boundaries, and actually feel like yourself again. Whether it's your first time in therapy or your 50th, Grow makes it easier to find a therapist who fits you, not the other way around. You can search by what matters, like insurance, specialty, identity, or availability, and get started in as little as 2 days. There are no subscriptions, no long-term commitments. You just pay per session. Grow helps you find therapy on your time. Whatever challenges you're facing, Grow Therapy is here to help. Grow accepts over 100 insurance plans, including Medicaid in some states. Sessions average about $21 with insurance, and some pay as little as $0 depending on their plan. Visit growtherapy.com/start now to get started. That's growtherapy.com/start now. growtherapy.com/start now. Availability and coverage vary by state and insurance plan.
Life's busy. Don't let banking slow you down. Whether you're paying bills, setting savings goals, or just splitting the check, Atlantic Union Bank makes managing your money easier. With helpful people and user-friendly tools, we make sure banking with us fits you. Call, visit us online, or drop into an Atlantic Union Bank branch today. Atlantic Union Bank. Any way you bank.
Omaha Steaks Semi-Annual Sale is here. Save 50% site-wide on legendary steaks, gourmet burgers, chicken, pork, seafood, and more. Plus, get an extra $35 off with promo code AUDIO at omahasteaks.com. Shop now to save 50% site-wide on steaks and more during Omaha Steaks Semi-Annual Sale. Plus, get an extra $35 off with promo code AUDIO at checkout. That's omahasteaks.com, promo code AUDIO. Minimum purchase may apply. See site for details.
Good evening, ladies and gents, boys and girls, and welcome once again to the Tilton Talk Show, sponsored by AMG Logistics, with myself, Paul Hipkiss. Freshly back from Marrakesh, Mr. Tally Jones.
Hello all.
Mr. Roadmark Adams.
Hello everyone, good evening.
The wonderful Claire Wilden.
Good evening.
Mr. Craig Courtney.
Good evening, everyone.
And our main producer, Mr. Chris Brown.
Good evening.
Okay, so 2 games since we were last on. I think it's starting to feel like the end of the season, isn't it, really? It's starting to feel like we're really on the... I mean, we had a chance of the playoffs, so I'm starting to feel like it's starting to fade away now, if not faded away completely. While it's still mathematically possible, you still have to believe, but I do think from what I'm seeing, and this is my opinion only, and tell me if you agree or not, but obviously we'll come on to Saturday's game, and we'll start with QPR, but I just think, particularly on Saturday, when they went down to 10 men, and I thought it was a debatable red card. I'm not going to lie. If it had been at the other end, I'd have been going mad, because I do think their defender was going to get to it. But we'll come on to that. I was going to say that as soon as they went down to 10 men, Chris Wilder brings on a defender and goes back to a back 4 and reshapes his team completely to cope better with 10 men. We don't do anything. We keep 2 number 6s on the pitch. Do you need 2 number 6s against 10 men? Would you not really free up one of them and then go for another striker or another number 10 and have 2 10s or 2 strikers and try and, you know, take the game to the opposition a lot more than what we did? Because it was just so frustrating, wasn't it, to watch us trying to unlock 10 men and we couldn't. Obviously, as soon as the man gets sent off, we score a great set piece. But, you know, I just think that it's getting frustrating and getting a bit predictable now, what we're doing. And I know we've said all season that he hasn't got a plan B. I do think Chris Davies is a good coach. I do think he's got a lot of potential, and I do think we need to stick with him for next season. For me, I'd give him this summer. I'd give him next season until, say, around Christmas time. And if we're still sort of, away in sort of mid-table again, then I think it probably needs to be addressed then. But I think he deserves one more transfer window, a summer, and then to hopefully learn from this season, managing at this level, to take then into next season. That's just my opinion. But Claire, what do you think? And obviously the QPR game, again, it was a great win. Obviously the 3 points, but not the prettiest game to watch, was it? I thought we played well at times and created some good chances. And again, on Saturday we did, but it's just not enough, is it, at the moment, really? At the moment, 4 points out of 6, you'd be hoping. I know before Sheffield United we probably would have took a point, but with them going down to 10 men, it was more disappointing, wasn't it, not to win the game?
Yeah, I think start off with QPR. I think first half played really, really well. Should have been out of sight, out of mind. Should have literally. We scored the goal, and then all of a sudden, Roberts, great cross by Osman for Roberts on the other side, and that's what you want to see. You want to see your winger coming in. Great goal. Thought, here we go. I thought, blimey, must have listened to Tilton Talk Show. Let's go. And then we played the first half, and obviously Laird was back, so very, very excited. And then
we played well as well.
Yeah, second half. I mean, we made them look like Man City.
And
we don't finish teams off. We're not clinical enough. We weren't ruthless enough. And then you can feel the frustration. We won, but it didn't feel like a win. It didn't feel like, right, we're back. It didn't feel like that. And then, Sheffield United, I'm not Duck's biggest fan. Great free kick. Again, I thought Laird was really good. There were some standout performances, but I think I totally agree with you, Paul. Why we didn't just throw Prisk on and just go for it. Again, no plan B. I got ridiculed all on X saying about all of a sudden Vicente was right back and Iwata was left back because we were staying to the same system. I've also said I would have it. We need a box to box man. You've got Solly sat there. You've got to then Pake's got to start becoming box to box. When's the last time we really have a shot from outside the box in open play? Very rare. We always try and find that final ball, and I agree with you. I didn't think it was a red card. I thought that their player was going to come, and I generally thought he was a last man. But
we'll take it though. We'll take it though. When we've had enough decisions against us, you know what I mean, that have been, ridiculous as well.
100%, and I think that we'll take that. It's very rare that we ever get that luck. But also, you think, yes, a little bit of luck. Duck scores again. Yes, come on. And again, Wilder knows what he's doing. Again, he's an experienced manager. Fair play to Beadle. I thought he had a good game, shot stopping wise. I think he could have done more for their goal. But then second half, we huffed and we puffed, but we're chucking balls in. And we've got no height. You've got players like Stano and Prisk asking for the ball to be slotted in. No through ball. Iwata will play anywhere. I'm surprised he's not in goal, to be fair. He never takes him off. Pake as well. I think some of the passing wasn't great.
I'm convinced.
And it was predictable. The atmosphere is so flat. I don't know whether anyone else has noticed. We have not once sung about Chris Davies since Charlton.
No, I know. Yeah, I'm convinced. I'm convinced, Claire, that it's Iwata in the Bo Brummie suit as well before kick-off.
I think he's everywhere. I went on the tour yesterday. We'll talk more about that. He's actually got a picture of Laird and Iwata, which made me laugh, on the wall. But I think Damari Gray. I thought, do you know what? Bring on these wingers. Let's go. This is we're going to go for this. And if we're going to win, all of a sudden we're back. We're excited. And then he slows the ball down and. I just think that the thing is, I like Chris Davies as a man. I think fair play to what he did last year, but we never blew people away last year. And as soon as someone goes in a low block, we've got no idea how to play against it.
I know.
It's so frustrating. Even when you play with a 10, we keep going out wide. Our best games is when we go through the middle. And no wonder Stano's getting frustrated. I would have kept him on. You need a goal. We're going to go for it, as Chris Davies keeps telling us. And then you take off Stano, and then you still go with one up top. And Prisk is, he's having a go in the air, but we're not. I don't know. I just feel like there's something missing. And I think the atmosphere is flat. The whole fan base is divided. And I just think that it was 2 points dropped for me. We could have beaten them. If you had said QPR and Sheffield United 6 points, we would have been 5 points off. With Wrexham, obviously they didn't get a great result, and you're thinking, hold on a minute, we've got to play them, and we've got to play Hull, and we've got. But now you kind of to me, I feel like the door's closed. Especially with the 4 away games coming up. But it's just such a shame, really. I think. We've got so much talent that isn't being used to their full potential, and I do think the players have got to start stepping up a little bit, but they get told what to do. And I do think that we can do more with it. And it's just a shame, really, because we shouldn't be dropping points like that. And there's been so many games this season where we've dropped points at home: West Brom, Sheffield Wednesday, Sheffield United. You know, when we went down to 10 men at their place, they absolutely annihilated us. They're on the front foot attacking, and I feel like we're just missing that something, either that number 8 instead of 2 6s, and we miss. I think Laird would be better at right back to get the crosses in, and I think Wagner has to be on the left. But we know that then where you're going to put Iwata, and we know we won't drop him. But we go again on Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, Iwata served us well, don't get me wrong. You know, and I think this season he's played better at right back than he did in midfield earlier on in the season. But he's just when now Laird's fit, I just do think that when everybody is fit, our strongest 11 now he's probably going to be Laird right back with Clara and, you know, probably Robinson. You know, and I'll come on to Robinson in a minute. But is it probably still Robinson or Panzo or Neumann? And then you got Wagner left back. Possibly Paik and Solis or Doyle and Solis, you know, one of them or two of them three. And then obviously you take your pick with the forward players, don't you? But to be honest, if the way we play, you know, even if we had Erling Haaland up front or Harry Kane, I do think that they'd struggle to score goals the way we play. Yeah. We just leave our striker isolated all the time, and we don't pick them out enough. And it's making Stansfield look bad now, isn't it, with his goals? You know, he's got one in the last 22, is it now? You know, so he must be getting frustrated with that. And we do need to feed our forward players, especially centrally, a lot more. But yeah, I think obviously Tally coming on to Saturday, the penalty. I mean, what was Robinson thinking there? Obviously, he couldn't have been watching the game. I mean, I didn't. Did we all see it live? Because I didn't. I was looking at.
I was looking away.
I didn't see it. I didn't see it live. It was one of them. I saw someone was they were over by the linesman. I was thinking, what's going on? And then penalty. Didn't even know until after the game. So I don't know what.
Yeah. I don't know what obviously Robinson, lack of concentration there on his part, and obviously it cost us the penalty. And it's a good job Beadle saves it. Otherwise, reality is we'd have lost.
Exactly.
But then obviously addressing their goal as well. It was a poor pass from Dux, wasn't it, to their player? He's just literally played it. And the amount of times we've been done by a ball over the top this season. You know, we need to do better there as well defensively because it's getting. Was
that over Robinson's head as well?
It was over Clara, wasn't it, really?
It was over Clara, was it?
Yeah, and their players, and obviously Bamford's run onto it. Beadle's come bombing out and done a starfish. And then he's just gone round him and slotted it in comfortably from the angle, hasn't he? And, you know, a player of Bamford's quality at this level is always going to punish you if you allow him to do that. But yeah, it was really disappointing, wasn't it, to concede against 10 men and then go back to 1-1 and, you know, going at half-time not winning. But second half, I just don't know what we were doing. We just ran out of ideas after 10, 15 minutes. And it didn't change anything about how we were on the pitch for me. And he had to. I would have done it as soon as they went down to 10 men at the same time that Wilder's put the extra man in defence. I would have definitely put I would have put Prish straight on. I would, to be honest, and put him up there with Stansfield and Dutch. But that's what I would have done. Craig, do you agree, or would you have done anything?
I don't. I mean, the change for me, the changes that he made, when I think about who came on the pitch, they brought us absolutely nothing. Would I have changed it when he went down to 10? I don't, not at that point in time, because I think it was so early on in the game still that you risk getting injuries yourself, don't you? And so therefore, I kind of see why he didn't do it then. But changes should have been made earlier. And, you know, I don't like singling out players in terms of performances, but I've got to shout out Dimmy Gray. He has been horrendous. And Saturday, I don't know where his head was. You know, he kept coming down the wing. He had the ability to beat the player who was knackered because they'd already ran their backsides off to keep him in the game. And yet he cut in every single time. He couldn't cross a ball. Well, I'm not even going to call it a shot. You know what I mean? It was just a lash at the ball. No wonder the fans had a go. But, I mean, the thing was, Wilder is an experienced manager who knew exactly what he was going to do as soon as he went down to 10. And that was the thing. He swapped it about, like you said. He set up the team to be hard to break down and hard to beat. We should have made substitutions earlier, and we should have made substitutions to the point that we maintained our attacking prowess. Why, for example, didn't we just go 3 at the back and stick another player up front? Why did we insist on sticking with the same formation? Why did Laird come off? I just don't. He was beating players. He was making the overlaps, which then freed up space, but he then swapped it. So, is it lack of experience? Who knows? But all I can say, I'd have taken a point if they'd have been with 11 men, but it's just so disheartening, down to 10, and in the second half doing absolutely nothing in terms of a goal threat. But then again, I have got to say, final score of the game, post 1, crossbar 3.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. That's the other thing that we have to factor in was we did hit the woodwork 4 times. So whilst it's frustrating, I don't think it was the worst performance in the world, because we on another day they were all clipping in, weren't they? And it was just one of those days. On the positive though, it's another game that we haven't lost. So I agree. I think it's a step too far. I thought it was a step too far, to be honest, prior to the game in terms of the playoffs. I've said it since the start of the season. Mid-table is where we need to be. We need to build. Totally agree with what you said, Paul. We need to give him the summer. We need to build on what we've got. But what we also need, which again was what they could show, was people that had experience in this league. I think we need some wily heads, some people that have been there, done it, got the T-shirt. We've said it before, but why are we not going and poaching players from clubs that are in our league? Why are we not going up and going, we're better than them? We're going places, so come and join us. I don't quite understand that bit. But then also, I've got to say, the social media meltdown that happened after the game was just absolutely ridiculous. I appreciate frustration of everybody. However, people read these all the time. No wonder some of the players are coming out disheartened, because they're just feeling as though they've been kicked in the teeth before they've kicked a ball. And back your players. You've got to back your players at the end of the day, even if you don't like what some of them are doing. If they're putting on a shirt and they're sweating blood for the club, that's what matters. And so back the players. Don't attack them. It's not going to do anything. Plus, what's the point? The final whistle's gone. So, I would say, if you're frustrated, use it in the ground. Use your frustration to build an atmosphere, because I've got to agree with some of the comments that have come through on the board. What atmosphere? There wasn't one.
No.
It was dead. We're talking about players being on the beach, but I'm afraid to say the fans at the moment, they're on the beach.
Well, the fans are always a reflection of what's going on the field, I think, And we did hit the post, we did hit the crossbar, don't get me wrong. We did play well first half in particular. But as soon as they went down to 10, it just, I don't know, it just went a bit flat, didn't it? The game just sort of started to pass us by.
Our actor friend Richard Haler has just passed comments. Prisk made a fantastic run inside the box. Dimmy had the ball, completely ignored him and blasted it into Rosehead.
Yeah. I remember that. And that happened. That happened.
This is the thing. We've got a guy who's fantastic in the air. He'd come on the pitch. I can't actually remember getting a ball to him. In fact, I don't remember a decent cross going to him. But how much of that is down to Laird coming off the pitch, who was, like I say, still stick by it, he creates the space. He might not be brilliant at crossing a ball, but he creates space.
Yeah, no, I think, this season now, we probably have to accept, if we can finish, if we can get our highest finish in this division since Chris Utd was here, that'd be nice. So it's something we can say that we've done, haven't done for a long time. That'd be a positive finish to the season for me. And that is proper progress, but obviously the actual aim at the start of the season and the way that they sold the season tickets, if you like, was promotion, wasn't it? That was what we were going for. And unfortunately, we've not been able to deliver that. But, I'm certainly prepared to say, well, okay, let's go again next season. But I do think that Davies does need to learn sometimes how to change in his in-game management and stuff. And some of his subs as well are a bit baffling, aren't they?
He needs help. He needs a better backroom stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. He
I
needs
think we keep
experience
saying
in the
it's
backroom
predictable.
stuff.
Yeah.
It's predictable every game because, when did he bring the first sub on? 60
60
odd
minutes normally.
Yeah, he should have done it a lot sooner. Yeah.
Every other coach knows he's going to do that. But I take on board what you're saying, Paul. When something like 10 men happens, you have to capitalise. Even if it's for the next 10 minutes, make a change. Even if it's a tactical change, move someone, extra man into the middle, drop it into. We've got enough. Even our defenders are attacking, so stick it to 3 at the back, put an extra one up front, get a goal, make it 2-0.
Yeah, well, I'll use a boxing analogy again. As soon as in a boxing fight, an eye cuts. Obviously, someone gets.
You're going to go for that eye.
You're going for that eye, ain't you? But if you're not going to throw any punches, you ain't going to hurt him, are you? And that's been the problem. We haven't thrown enough punches at them with 10 men. And that unfortunately that cost us 2 points. But I'd rather take the dull 1-0 QPR, win 3 points than say. Losing. I mean, we didn't lose to Leeds, but we played well against Leeds, didn't we? I'd rather do that than play well and not win, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, the highest finish I've ever seen in my life was 9th in the Premier League under Alex McLeish. And how many 1-0s did we have? How many drab 1-0s did we have that season? There was so many, weren't there?
We had a few.
There's been teams that have won leagues with that, haven't they? Chelsea's, they were awful when they were winning leagues.
West Brom won the championship by winning games 1-0.
Yeah. And Coventry haven't hammered everybody every week this season either,
No, they haven't.
So it can be done as long as you get those. It's just all about getting those 3 points, isn't it? It doesn't matter how you do it.
It's a weird one, Paul. Because, like say, pre-season, if you'd have said, "Oh, you'll come to the middle of March 9th," you would have bit their hand off to say that.
Yeah.
But in reality, it's been it's just been 2 games where we've been on the beat. Like say, it's like we've got flip flops on. And like say, it's not good seeing people par towards the exit with 10 minutes to go.
No.
I'll get it with the midweek game with travel and all that. But Saturday, there's like 10 minutes to go, and people were just saying, you heard them say like, F this, I'm off. And it's like, nah, it ain't right. It ain't right at all. No. And I've noticed as well, I mean, I don't know if anyone else has noticed, a lot of opposition, their players run to their manager every 5 minutes to get instructions and different, plans and stuff like this. But with Davis, there's nothing.
Because we don't change the plan, Ro.
We don't play. No, that's it.
We don't change anything, so they get told how to play all week.
That's the in-game management we're on about. There's just none there at all.
What annoys me is whenever we go down to 10 men, we get our bellies tickled. We lose comfortably, don't we?
Other teams have a go when they go down to 10.
Yeah, I mean, I think as Sheffield United away, we lost Tommy Doyle, we got hammered. Obviously,
To be honest, Paul, it seemed like we had 10 men the second half. This was the away team holding on for a draw.
Yeah,
that's how bad it was.
Yeah,
and I don't know. It's not good, and I'm 50-50 to be honest now with the manager. If he stays, then fair enough, we'll get behind him. But if he goes, I can understand it. I'm just completely on the fence with him now.
I just don't want to get back to the point where we've got like half a dozen managers in 3 seasons again. You know what I mean?
I don't think that would be what would happen. I think the problem is that, like, obviously last week, our poll, would you keep him? 50-50.
Yeah.
And I think that's the problem now because, for example, if we lose away again on Saturday, the away fans will turn again if we don't see a change. And like, I would love to see 3-5-2. I think that would be brilliant for us. Like, you could have easily taken off. You could have put Laird at right centre-back, Clara and then Robinson, and then you could have just gone for it. I want to see something different. We are so easy to scout. Like Derby, like Eustace knows exactly what's going to come. They know exactly what's going to happen. Well, for example, we probably scouted Middlesbrough, and then all of a sudden they walk on the pitch, and then Chris Davies is probably going, oh, it's 3-5-2 here. They've changed this.
Yeah.
Then you're on the back foot and it's a mental game. And I think the thing is, said it last week, the home form's brilliant. The away form's absolutely shocking. And they need to get, like, I think Southampton, they've, my brother was telling me yesterday, they've got all these, like, hypnotherapists and everything in because their form was so bad. And it was right, how can we make it better? We've got so much access to world-class things.
Yep.
Why aren't we using them? Because we've been awful away in the Championship for such a long time. he has to change his backroom staff as well. If Chris Davies is going to stay, you need a brand new backroom staff. I mean, you look at Chelsea the other day, literally there was just a sea of grey behind Rosinia because they were all his coaching stuff.
Yeah.
And we need to see it because that's part of the club that is not world class at the moment. 100%. Like Jonathan Grounds, he wasn't even out one of our best left backs we've ever had.
No.
And he was just coming in to look because Ashley Cole left. It was only supposed to be temporary. He's like the main stand. It's going to be around for ages, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think Mike Taylor,
Mike Taylor.
Mike Taylor stay, yeah.
But everybody else.
I mean, if we're judging them by what they were like as players, obviously Tom Huddleston was a top player.
But do top players make great coaches?
Not always. Exactly. So I don't know. I mean, I don't disagree. I do agree that we definitely need additions to it. Now, whether or not we could still utilise the likes of Petty and Grounds, within that, I don't know. But we definitely do need something different. We need some new ideas on the training ground.
Yeah, we need a different voice.
Yeah, but there's no time. What you're saying there, Claire, 3-5-2, 4-4-2, whatever it is. Why not try it now for the last 8 games? Try some different things. We're not going down. We're not going up. So just try different things now because you've got nothing to lose, have we, by trying it?
No. And if you try it, at least you've tried. At least you. It's you know what? It's not even sometimes. We say that I would love to win 1-0 and it come off someone's backside or whatever, but at the same time that you're paying to be entertained, and I feel like at the moment, like a lot of the fans are just moaning. And also, when I walked out the ground, people were arguing it with each other, saying, "I want Davies to say no, I don't." Obviously, and I'm just like, I don't get it. It's completely split us. I do think that there's a lot of new fans and older fans. Like a lot of us, we've been there, haven't we?
Yeah.
As you say, where were you when you were not very good?
Yeah.
We were sat right where we are. But then I think that we've been sold the dream and it hasn't come to reality. No. And the fact is that Wrexham, who were so far away from us last season, have completely overtaken us. That game on that Sunday is not going to be a very nice game, is it? Because they're just going to take the mick.
To be honest, Claire, I'm gutted it's on a Sunday. I loved it, on a Monday night or a Saturday, but I'm a bit gutted they've moved it.
Yeah. The Friday night would have been better, wouldn't it?
Or Friday,
Yeah. That's when I thought they were going to move it to be perfect.
Yeah, when they turned around and said the Sunday, I thought,
yeah.
It should be a decent atmosphere, but it's just better in nighttime games like that.
Yeah. I mean, there is part of me that's grateful, obviously, for what we've got. You know what I mean? And to be pitching where we are in the Championship compared to where we have been in years gone by. But there is part of me as well that thinks, well, actually, we should be doing better with the squad we got and the money that we've spent as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think this is the other thing, though, and to go back on Claire's point there of the fans arguing between themselves, there's this air of expectation that, right, so partly was it sown as a thing going into the season, right? The way I see it is we started the season and they're going, right, we want to be in the playoffs. No club owner in their right minds would not start a season going, we're going for a promotion push. Yeah. Because that's what do you know what I mean? If you go in there going, oh, well, we're going to get halfway through the season, then we're going to be on the beach because we cannot be arsed and we're not going to go for anything else, then how are you going to sell tickets? So part of it comes down to, right, they've sold tickets, they're saying they're going to go for it. Now, they have gone for it, but there's so many comments on the board that I've got to agree with, which is we've not got this God-given right that we're going to go and beat all these teams in the league.
No.
Right? We are a mid-table Championship side, right? The stats don't lie. So we're a mid-table Championship side, and yes, it's frustrating when we see teams that are getting above us. We mentioned Wrexham. I'll be honest, I'm fed up of talking about Wrexham. I couldn't give a toss about Wrexham.
No, me neither.
If they get to the playoffs, great, fair play to them. They've done really, really well. But there's a big difference. They've got a squad, and we've said this before, they've got a squad that's to get them out of the division, right? If they get out of the division, they're going to have to spend hundreds of millions for me to even think about trying and staying in the Premiership, which, let's be realistic, would never happen because they can't do it based on income. So that would never, ever happen. So it would be, if they get there, they're there. However, the teams that are above them are teams that have built. They have progressively increased what they've had in their team year in, year out. What we've done is we've built, in theory, 2 new squads in 2 seasons. Right? So we said last year, all the players we were bringing in were of championship quality. We're going to maintain it. We're going to do this, and we're going to build on top. We haven't done that. You look at the squad. How many players have we actually got in our starting lineup on Saturday that played for us last season?
Well, there's Laird, Clara, Pake, Stano.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Now, we then started the season with that, bringing in 6 players. We didn't ship out much. So we had to then go with a squad of players that, right, arguably, you'd say they were not good enough. But actually, we went on the best run prior to the window. It was with those players. We then let them go, and we've replaced them with 7 new ones. Now, people will say we're doing it for the future and stuff like that. Great, we're building for the future. But actually, what we should have done was look to stabilise that squad and then give it a go. And if we bring people in, superb. But we've got a group of young players that have no experience in this league. And look, it's not mathematically impossible to still get in the playoffs, but let's all be realistic. We're not going to do it.
No.
Right? So you aim the highest in the possible that you can in the league. Doesn't matter how many seasons now since we've been in this position.
Exactly. I'm not too downbeat about it, Craig.
No.
I'm prepared to have the. Let's give him this season just to find his feet at this level, and then recruit again. Hopefully, well in the summer, and then you'll have all these players now that have got experience of this division from the time they've been with us.
I don't think we need to do too much in the summer, though. You know, I really wouldn't. We've got players that are going to go off loan, right? So fair enough, they're going to disappear. But the rest of it, when you look at actually what we've done, we've bought the players, so they're ours. So let's have a decent pre-season with these players. Let's forge, in effect, what we've got to do is forge 2 squads. 2 squads that are fighting for positions, but not just that, also give the ability to swap things about when we need to do it. We've said it before, we've set the same formation, home and away. Actually, we should have a different formation away from home to what we do at home. And then that way, you're giving people something to think about, which we do not have at this present moment. And I think that's our way forwards. Keep the nucleus, bring in a bit of old legs, dare I say, you know, and let's get that experience in there. The 12-month, decent contracts get us out the league. I mean, come on, we did it with people like Steve Bruce.
Yeah.
They come in on stupid salaries to help us get out the league. And I know we didn't succeed at that point in time, but that was the aim, and I think that's where we need to go. Yeah. We got too many players that at the moment they're not getting the opportunity to show what they can do. There's too many. That's the other thing. There's too many changes to the squad. And people will say, it stayed the same. We started with the same as QPR. And that may have been a little bit of a mistake for me. I just felt 2 games in that period of time with players that are coming back, still gaining fitness. Seen a couple of people saying that Laird went off because he was knackered. But that'll be because he's been out for that long and then he's been thrown back into the team. Actually, let's look at those sorts of things. But
yeah, I think I said, didn't I, before we went live? You know, we've signed some good players, but we've signed too many artists and not enough soldiers. You know, we need more. We need more. As Tony Mowbray would have said, bless him. You know, that was what he said, wasn't it, when he was our manager? We got the artists and we got the soldiers, and we have signed some good artists, the likes of Vicente. You know, I'll put Dutch in there as well. Technically, Dutch is a brilliant player. You know, and obviously Damari Gray, people like that. But we haven't signed enough Solices. We need more Solices in there. But I do think, though, every player that we've replaced from last season is an upgrade on that player, pretty much. Unless there's anyone you disagree with that you might want back from last season instead of. But I think all in all, it's been pretty good in it, the upgrades that we've had. I mean, would you take Priskin, Dutch over Dykes and Williamson, for example?
No, I think the recruitment's better in terms of bringing people in. Definitely, the calibre of player we've got has it's gone up 1,000%. You know, it really has. But then also we've got to give players chances. You know, and I'm reading the comments that are coming in over the board, and Anthony Rately, good evening, young man. You know, he's put no doubt that Davies is a good coach. Really think we need a better calibre of backroom staff recruited. Kyogo, 2 goals in 2 games, rewarded with a place on the bench. And then the final moan, as he's put it, is we've built a team to get us out of League One. I'm a true believer that we're about half a dozen players of our squad could easily play in the Premiership.
Yeah.
Which can't disagree with. But we never built a squad to get us out the Championship.
No, that's right. And the reason that's one of the reasons why I think they would suit the Premier League better, because it's more technical than physical, whereas the Championship is more physical than technical.
Which is what they showed. Which is what they showed the other week against the Leeds team. You know,
yeah, I think Paik and Vicente, for example, would be good in the
flourish. Yeah, they would.
Yeah. And
I do think though, we do need a Dyke style.
Yeah, we do
forward. Because I'm not going to lie, like we need someone who's going to win the ball, and I know that Prisk is obviously that person, but he's too young for this at the moment. I think he's learning. He's in a new country and everything else. But I think I kind of agree with Dean Sutherland. It's going to be the style of football.
Yeah,
we can't be playing it round the back, going slow. Like, just increase the tempo, increase the intensity, 1 and 2 touch. It's so methodical. Yeah. And I think that's the thing. Davies is so methodical in what he does. I don't know whether that's just him as a person as well, but he brings it into the football. I want to be open. Like when you watch like Middlesbrough play and when you watch Coventry, they just fly forward.
They just fly, yeah.
And it's lovely to, like, honestly, you watch it sometimes and I'm like, I wish we could play like that.
Yeah.
And then you see us and we're, Chris Wilder was like, oh, they're very good and they pass it round the back. And I don't want to be a team that passes it round the back.
No.
I want to be a team that's flying forward at any opportunity. You know, you've got that box-to-box man, that person sat there. Literally, you've got the fullbacks going past the wingers to make more space. I mean, the amount of times that Laird went forward and we were like, give it to him. Even when, like, they had 10 men, we had so much space on the one side. It took about 20 seconds to get round. Just do a fizzing ball over the top. Make them move when they've got 10 men, but it's so slow and methodical that you just get to the point where you're like, oh, well, it's going to go out wide, then we're going to cross it in, but we're going to cross it into Duck, who doesn't header the ball. Then we bring Prisk on, like what you said, Craig, and then we don't throw it into the box. And then you're like, and it's so frustrating.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's entitlement. I think it's frustration. Yeah. It's the fact that we can see it, but the main person that can change it can't.
Yeah.
And the fact that we've even got a song, Sideways and Backwards. I know that Blues fans don't know what we're like, but it's so obvious. And I think people are getting we just want to see a bit more oomph. Like we see all these, even Hull spring forward and like Millwall, great. They've got that one big person. They've got those, is it Aziz, whatever his name is, near him. And you can see that and it works. Like you see like the Man Cities and even the Arsenals have got a big bloke up top, everyone else around them, and we could easily play like that. We just don't have that person. We don't have that grit.
No.
Yeah.
That we need. We need that grit. We need passion. We need a bit of oomph, but we need some proper power and forward momentum.
Yeah. Now I want to ask. That was a brilliant goal from Dutch on Saturday. A great direct free kick.
Oh, yeah. And, superb.
I want to ask everyone here and everyone watching, what are your top 3 all-time Blues direct free kick goals that you've ever seen in your lifetime so far?
Jeremy Bella.
Yeah, that's number 1, isn't it?
That's
Reading.
Yeah. Was you there?
Oh, yeah. I'd have said Martin Granger against Man U for my number 1, you know.
Oh, that's a good show. Yeah,
that's my number 1, yeah. That's my number 1.
Not West Ham in the League Cup, because I thought that one was better. He was further out, wasn't he?
No, I just think on the basis of the fact that his leg was already knackered and he still struck the ball and then never came out and kicked the ball again afterwards. You know, firstly, that's a way to retire. But no, what a strike that was.
Yeah, wasn't it?
You know the relegation season. What was that? Who did Bacuna score against? Was it Stoke?
Stoke.
That was a good free kick.
That was a beauty, yeah.
I mean, in recent years, you got Bella at Reading, you got Gary Gardner at home to the Baggies, which I think was the last one. That was the last one we scored at St Andrews, I think, before Saturday. Correct me if I'm wrong. And then you've obviously got Seb Larson's days, haven't you? And you know, Beckham-esque free kicks in front of the Tilton against Liverpool and Tottenham.
Do you remember the Stan Lazaridis one against Fulham?
Against Fulham, yeah.
That was opening day, 99.
That was in
Gary's.
Do Gary, yeah.
Is it Southampton?
Sunderland, I think. Oh, Southampton, yeah. Southampton, he got his 2 goals,
Yeah. We scored some good ones, but I just wanted to ask the top 3.
We saw a very, very, very cheeky free kick as well, which was Hannibal against West Brom when he just decided to go right round.
Yeah, no, Granger had some great ones in his time with us. It's Sheffield United one as well to help get us into the playoffs.
Fraser Higgins, that's a great shout. Kieran Fry against Rotherham.
Yeah.
That was a great free kick.
Yeah.
But with Duck having really good stats with free kicks, why hasn't he taken them more?
Because Damari Gray's been hogging the ball.
I know, but surely you look at his, that's where his main goals came from.
It's not just Damari, is it? It's Tommy Doyle's been taking a load as well, hasn't he?
I know, but
he can't hit a barn door. Do you know what? You see him warm up, he hits everything in the net. Put him in the game as a free kick. It's just always skies it.
Yeah.
I'd like to see Stano have another shot from outside the box like he was last season. Yeah. He doesn't shoot from outside the box like he did last year.
I don't see anyone shoot from outside the box, Rogue, to be fair.
Well, no. I don't see anyone go anywhere near the box.
Yeah, but no, obviously put him in the shout box and obviously shout him out on here as you're thinking about him. But I think, for me, I think I'm with you, Claire. I think that for technicality and just pure brilliance, Jeremy Beeler at Reading is number 1 for me. Yeah, that's one of the best free kick goals I've ever seen. Never mind just with Blues, but in football.
Because we weren't expecting it either. We don't expect a lot when we're away, so any goal's good.
Yeah, I think Granger's against West Ham when he was like probably about another 5 yards further back, wasn't he, than the one against United. And I think Carroll should have saved the one against Man United as well.
Yeah,
through his hands, didn't it? So I'll put that one second, West Ham, and then probably Seb Larsson against Liverpool. Do you remember that one when he curled it over the wall? I remember. Do you remember the ones when Joy? He was dancing in front of the keeper as well, and Mauro Zarate got a couple, didn't he? So yeah, we've had some good ones. So I just thought it was a good topic of conversation.
And it is. I mean, when we're going through the message board, Hannibal has come up now more times than. I
just noticed that. Yeah.
So yeah, Jeremy Baylor, Duck's free kick, and Cottrell scored a decent one. Adam Petty.
Oh, he scored. He was good. Yeah.
And McSheffrey against the Albion.
Granger against Rotherham away. Colin Brown's got real back in the day here, and I've got to say this isn't one I would know about, but Chris. Trevor versus Blackpool into the Tilton. One night match, 35 yards.
I've got a good memory, but not that good.
Then
The hustle doesn't have to hurt. If performance pressure is making it hard to breathe, Grow Therapy helps you navigate stress, set boundaries, and actually feel like yourself again. Whether it's your first time in therapy or your 50th, Grow makes it easier to find a therapist who fits you, not the other way around. You can search by what matters, like insurance, specialty, identity, or availability, and get started in as little as 2 days. There are no subscriptions, no long-term commitments. You just pay per session. Grow helps you find therapy on your time. Whatever challenges you're facing, Grow Therapy is here to help. Grow accepts over 100 insurance plans, including Medicaid in some states. Sessions average about $21 with insurance, and some pay as little as $0 depending on their plan. Visit growtherapy.com/start now to get started. That's growtherapy.com/start now. growtherapy.com/start now. Availability and coverage vary by state and insurance plan.
What if you could color your hair without worrying about the damage? With K18 Molecular Repair Mask, you can. K18 Hair has been breaking rules and records since day one, delivering soft, strong, bouncy hair, even if you bleach, color, and use heat. The patented K18 peptide is the greatest discovery in hair history. It reverses damage in 4 minutes, deep within hair's innermost layers. Before K18, real, lasting biomimetic repair didn't exist, so they went ahead and invented it. For breakthrough results, the K18 mask gets molecular. My hair has never felt this healthy. You'll flip for hair like new, too. Shop at Sephora or get 10% off your first purchase with code PODCAST at K18hair.com. That's code PODCAST at K18hair.com.
We've got a few people saying Wagner. So Jake Medley is saying that Wagner should take more when he's on the field as well.
Yeah.
Matthew Butler has said Gary Gardner's free kick versus West Brom for him.
That was
Is the number one.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think if there's any I've forgotten about. Can't think off the top of my head of any more now.
Did Craig Gardner score any decent ones?
Not direct free kicks, no. Because he didn't take them, did he? Because he had Seb Larson in the team.
Yeah.
The cheeky Hannibal ones come up quite a bit.
Yeah, Seb Larson's probably the best I've ever seen at taking direct free kicks at Blues. Do you think? Granger was really good. But yeah, if we've got a direct free kick, in the last minute of a playoff final, say, on the edge of the box and it's 1-1, if I could bring back any players to take it, it'd probably be Seb Larson. Would you agree with that? Or would you bring anyone else?
He was decent.
Yeah. So yeah. But Claire, tell us about Mother's Day yesterday at the Blues.
Oh, do you know what? It was great. The food was brilliant.
Tell us what you had. What did you have?
Yeah, what did you have?
I had beef.
What
Yorkshire pudding.
Can you describe it in detail?
Oh, it was just delicious, Robe. I'm not going to lie. Got a free J2O, happy days. And then we had a sticky toffee pudding.
Oh, no starters?
Nice.
No starters. But we sat down and then there was a Mother's Day card on the table. So all of a sudden my mum was like, oh, it's signed. So I had a look and it was Ethan Laird. Obviously, I was like, we're framing that. We're keeping that forever. There was another one which had a P, but it's either Newman Pike. There's quite a few that I'm going to try.
I think it's Patrick Roberts, number 16 in the middle.
Yeah, but I mean, that was great. My mum got a mug which said like Mother's Day #1. We got to sit by the window, so we had the pitch and everything as well. They were brilliant. Hospitality was absolutely brilliant. So fair play to Blues. It was a really good event. We then got our picture taken by the club photographer, where they're going to send them for free.
Oh, nice.
We were like, oh, we're gonna have to pay. We'll go and take it. And my mum had to hold up a shirt which had Mum #1 on it.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, cool. And then we went and did a stadium tour.
Yeah,
now, I've done plenty of stadium tours, but I learned quite a lot. Yeah. I learned more than I did before. So
was that with Malcolm? Was that Malcolm who showed you around?
No, it was what was his name? Matt and Jim were the ones sending them around. But some of the things obviously we've heard before, but it was quite nice with what's happening with St Andrews, and they said the council are basically going to buy it for housing. And they just went through everything really. It was nice to see if there was any changes, because within a month there's changes keeps going on, don't they? So but definitely recommend, 100% recommend. I think when Father's Day comes, I think it's going to be the same. And I've heard people have been to a Father's Day one and they said it was brilliant. So well done, Blues. Definitely going to book again. Hopefully it can be a yearly thing.
Yeah.
And if Led's going to sign the card, he can keep signing it.
Any music on anywhere, Claire, or anything going on in the background, or?
No, there was it was just a really good vibe, to be fair. It was basically sold out, I think.
Yeah.
We got to keep the lanyards and everything, so it was really it was worth the money. You see the money and you think, oh, but then actually you get a free drink, a 2-course meal, a card, a present, and a stadium tour.
Yeah,
nice.
So actually, and then I ended up getting some programs as well. So I think I actually made a profit. No, but it was good, and my mum really enjoyed it. So happy birthday, Mama J, and up the Blues.
Yay! Can I just say for the programs, by the way, there's a lot of stuff that goes in them nowadays, and I've been collecting them all season, which has been great, just to see how these different things go. But there was a new article in this week's. First time I think it's been done, where they did a day in the life and the history of a fan. And I've got to give, and Claire, you'll know these, but Derek and Marion, a shout out, Derek and Marion Jones. It was their article, and to read, how long Derek has been going down to the games and following the team. He's seen over half of our history as a fan.
Wow.
And, you then see the questions, what's your favourite game? What's really stands out? And they're ones that you would never think of, despite the fact you were probably there. So a really, really, really good article, and it's well done to the team that put these together. And it's an OSC incentive. It's a thing that will continue, and he's just absolutely brilliant to give a background to everybody. So well done to all involved. But more importantly, Derek, I know you're off your feet at the moment, so get well soon, buddy. We look forward to seeing you back down at St Andrews in the very near future. And wow, your stories are great. So well done to all involved. Look, it's that sort of stuff that the club are doing fantastic with. Claire, you've mentioned there about the hospitality and the way things were for Mother's Day. No doubt it will be the same for Father's Day, and they have done others as well. The club are doing way, way, way more than ever before with the fans and the local area. Yeah. So it's all about building, isn't it? I mean, let's face it, in a few years' time, we need to put 60,000 bums on seats. And if this one thing goes well, and that's what draws that person to the stadium again, then they're going to continue doing it, and we'll continue having fans like Derek and Marion for many, many years to come. So, the club do some fantastic stuff. Let's start seeing it resonate on the field, because then when that does happen, that is a true perfection of a club, isn't it? And that's where we want to be.
100%. Sorry, Rob. Go on.
I was going to quickly ask everyone here and our viewers as well. Who buys programs nowadays? Do you buy them occasionally, or
not anymore? No.
No, we used to.
I've got the words are too big for me.
Yeah.
Well, they've taken all the pictures out. It was my request, Road, because I knew you were buying. So I said, remove all the pictures and you'll stop buying them.
I paid for that subscription. I did.
Did you?
Yeah, they get delivered. I've come through the door today, and QPRs and Sheffield Utd on the doorstep.
I buy, to be honest, Tally, I buy the odd one from the Leeds game, for example, and I brought one to start the season, but I normally only buy a few. So I just wondered if people still buy them.
Well, the sales as a guide. So just before Christmas, when they were giving the stats out, and it was at the last open house, they were talking about the stats for the sales of programs, and they were actually up 60%.
Oh, right.
This season.
But this season, it's like a super, collect all the pictures, and it makes one big
mural. The incentive, wasn't it? The 150 years, and then basically when you get all your programs at the end of the season, you bring them together. There will be a picture that is formed off the spine of all of the programs.
It's the badge, isn't it? 150
it is indeed.
Badge.
It's the.
I asked the guy that designed them, and I asked them whether they're going to be like a book. Like a case for them to put them in.
Yeah.
And they said it wouldn't be a bad shout.
I'm surprised that they're not available on tablets and phones and stuff. You know what I mean? That's the way the world goes.
Yeah. Watford did that. Watford did that.
Yeah, I know they're not as much of a keepsake, don't get me wrong, but, I'm surprised that we're not doing that for like a couple of quid less. You can get it emailed to you or something, and you can save it in you can save it somewhere, it's collecting that way as well, and then at least you can on, you're not going to take them all on a plane with you, are you, for example, if you've got a long-haul flight, but you might read them all on your iPad or on your phone.
Makes sense for that, definitely.
Yeah. So, but no, I want to wish friend of the show, Richard Gould, in a speedy recovery. I don't know if we know, but I reached out to Richard on Saturday. He was missing from the game, unfortunately. Obviously, it's and obviously I think it's Laura, isn't it, that covered for him, and she did an excellent job. Richard, unfortunately, was in Worcester on Friday, and he saved someone's life who fell in a lake.
Did he?
Yeah, and he actually he actually finished up being on the worst end of it himself. He broke 6 ribs in the lake and fell in himself, unfortunately.
Oh, wow.
So Richard, we want to wish you a speedy recovery, mate. And
get well soon, mate.
Yeah, so that's why Richard wasn't at the game on Saturday, unfortunately. And I don't know if you're watching, mate, but if you are, please give us a shout on the shout box and let us know how you are, mate. Because want to spend your speedy recovery and say well done, mate, for saving that person's life as well.
You are not wrong. You know, putting your own life in front of somebody else and saving somebody else. That's something to take away, really, isn't it? You know what I mean? But
not all heroes wear capes. Not all heroes wear capes, do they?
No,
exactly.
Pete Taylor's mentioned on the board, and I've got to say, you know, club do this quite often, and set the horses running again, in effect. But anyone got any guesses on the Blues teaser announcement today? Is it all to do with season 2 of the documentary? Who knows? But the thing I would take is they've put a teaser out which has a Peaky Blinders theme just after the Peaky Blinders film has come out. So my guess is it's something linked to that. Who knows? But very clever.
I think it's linked to the new stadium. That's just my gut feeling, because obviously a nice segue for the Nick Smith video that came out the other day as well, which was great. Did we all see that? Yeah. So really exciting to watch that, isn't it? You know, obviously the studios. So is it Hardwick Studios? Sorry, or Heatherwick? Heatherwick Studios. They've built a team now specifically for the project of our stadium, haven't they?
It could be, yeah. It's interesting. It could be the next time we have a shot outside the box, to be honest. But
yeah, I think you know, it's exciting. It is exciting times. Let's not forget that. I know it can be a bit drab on the field at the moment, but it is going to get better. I do believe that. I do think it will get better as time goes on. But off the field, it's just you're pinching yourself still, aren't you?
And I think that's the problem, isn't it? Patience. Our supporters don't have patience.
No.
I've got to admit, though, I think it was really good. I went into the shop the other day, and I mean, you can get everything now, can't you?
Yeah.
Sliders, shorts, if you're going on holiday, towels, you name it, it's
Love
in there.
them towels as well.
They're definitely making the money.
Yeah. I'm waiting for a little sort of model of the new stadium as well that you can buy to put in your on like a mantelpiece or something. I'm sure they'll do that when it's probably they'll probably do that when it's like, you know, half built or something. Maybe they'll bring that out. But,
it's the best merchandise we've ever had. To be fair,
100%.
It's absolute quality.
Yeah, no, it is. It really is. Apart from the pony stuff back in the 90s.
Yeah.
Don't forget about that.
Yeah, no.
I'm still trying to get that shirt, that penguin shirt you've got.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's too expensive.
Is it?
Yeah, the people want a lot of money for that, 180 odd quid.
Is it really? Okay. Yeah. I was quite fortunate to get it. Yeah, I can't remember where I got it now. I thought it was off the website anyway. But yeah, no, it's exciting times anyway. In that video, every time Nick Smith speaks, you listen, don't you?
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. It's very believable.
Oh, he's unbelievable, I think, at what he does. He's phenomenal. What that guy's done at this club in nearly 3 years now is phenomenal. You know, you have to remember what it was like before he came with Knighthead and where we were. I was saying, you know, like, 1:30 on Saturday, you know, there was nobody there 3 years ago, was there? At that time. And it's absolutely chocker outside. So it was a nice day for it, wasn't it? Sun was out. It was a nice day for it. And it's just a shame we couldn't, you know, follow it up with 3 points.
And you got to see me, Paul. What more do you want?
Absolutely, Claire. Yeah, it was a lovely surprise.
I had to see that Jason Bowen isn't very well as well, apparently.
Yeah, I've just seen that message from Simon Harper. Yeah.
He hasn't been well for a while, has he?
No, I know he's been ill for a while, making you run.
Yeah. Very, very good player as well. Good player as well in his day, wasn't
he? Yeah, he was.
Definitely.
Yeah, rapid, really small and fast, wasn't he? And
skillful.
Yeah, very. Yeah. So
that's a good shout there for you, Tally. Do you ever look on Vinted?
Yeah. I'm a big customer. I've got a few things waiting for me now.
He's saying that. Well, what he's secretly doing is he's saying it's on Vinted because his missus is close to him and doesn't then realise how much money he is actually spending. That's what it is.
No comment.
The thing is, you can sell anything, and I mean anything.
Yeah, I wanted
Can
to.
we? Can we sell Robe? Can we get rid of Robe on Vinted?
No, I was going to say Jonathan Lecco. That's where we brought him from.
Second-hand, not retro.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, Craig, a good 1-0 win for the Blues women at Southampton.
Well, yeah, very, very, very hard fought results. They really had to slug it out against, to start off with a very resilient Southampton side. We did lack a little bit, I think, moving forwards during the first half, but then in the second half, definitely came into the game more. And the league, I mean, God, it's so topsy-turvy. There was one particular point where Birmingham had slipped down to third in the league, which, we haven't seen that for months and months and months. So, nice to get the winner. And yet, people are going on, oh, it's only 1-0. But that's all it takes because it's 3 points and it takes us back into second. Yes, Charlton are still getting their results. But, Wednesday night, game in hand, Birmingham are playing. So hopefully that can draw us a bit closer. We only need Charlton to slip up once and we get the result on them that then can take us to the very last game of the season, which is at Charlton. So, last season, we all felt the disappointment of St Andrews in front of over 7,000 fans of drawing the game and not getting up. They're not going to want to repeat that this season. And when you listen to Amy and an interview she did actually just before International Women's Day with TalkSport, she was saying the same thing, which is, yes, it's going to be tough, and yes, Charlton are flying, but the ladies have got nothing but the championship title on their minds, so they're still going to be going for it. And this weekend, we'll see us play Sheffield United at St Andrews, 2:00 kickoff on the Sunday. It's the designated Her Game 2 game. Not just that, the OSC are we've got basically the flag bearer positions for the game. So people that are members of the OSC can put their kids forward into a draw, and 9 lucky kids will get the opportunity to be flag bearers out on the pitch, which is an opportunity that most people like to go for. And we'll hopefully be bringing home another 3 points and keep that push forwards. But the one thing I would say, I know it's early, but I've got to shout it out now, which is, look, that last game of the season is the same day as the Blues men's last game of the season down at Portsmouth. For those people that cannot make that game in Portsmouth, it would be brilliant if we could get as many of you as possible down to Charlton to support Amy and the ladies during their last game. And hopefully what we will see as being a celebration as well. And like I say, it could come down to being a title-deciding game. So the more fans we can get there, the better. There will be, no doubt, lots of people that are looking at it. So we'll keep you posted. I am looking to arrange a coach to travel down on the day as well. It's a 3:00 kickoff. So if we can time it right, we'll be travelling down, hopefully catch the game on the coach, or if not, get down there a little bit earlier so we can catch it in and around the area, because Charlton obviously are going to be in that same position themselves. But we really need the support. So if you can get down to St Andrews on Sunday, 2:00 kickoff, prices are reasonable. So if you can make it, please do. Family occasion as always, and let's support Amy and the ladies. And then don't forget, we've got a wicked FA Cup game. It's been changed to Bank Holiday Monday after Easter.
Craig, can I ask, why do they keep changing the games? It's so frustrating because both of them I would have gone to. And
that is good old.
That you're really, I know that you might only be able to have 3,000 away, but some of them would have gone, and it's just a shame because I would love to have gone to the Man City game and also the Charlton game.
We've all said the same thing. And
doesn't make sense.
Unfortunately, it's good old TV. So TNT are broadcasting the FA Cup game, and Sky, I believe, are broadcasting the Charlton game, which is why we're in those positions. But what's frustrating is, they're televising every game on that day that happens in the league. And then so people are going to be either staying at home to watch the football and can't travel, or like you say, are going to the games and then can't get there afterwards. And on both of them, they're both after the men's have played. So there's a few things that really are frustrating, and they really are, because we want to encourage as many people down as possible, but we can't get them there. Evening, Mr. Golding, or as I'm now going to call you, Richard the Hero. So I hope you're feeling better, mate. Post us a message to let us know how you are. But thanks for joining in, and that's brilliant, mate.
Yeah. Speedy recovery, mate. Hope you get well soon, and hope to hear you back on that microphone as soon as possible as well. Hopefully before the end of the season. Moving on anyway. I think I just wanted to ask really about. I lost my train of thought. Sorry. The shout boxes. Yeah, we got any other good questions or comments coming in from people watching on YouTube, Chris, or Facebook?
Absolutely thousands. Fraser just talking about the women's game, saying Crystal Palace are the team to watch for the women. Is that true?
It is, yeah. I mean, it's the person in charge, ex-Birmingham. Also, her number 2 is the same. So they're on a really good run. I mean, the danger is, as we saw on Sunday, you only need to be slipping up once and they're going to overtake. And, first and second automatic this year, third gets to go into the playoffs. And this league is so open that anything can happen. So I totally agree. They are a team to watch. And you know what? They came to St Andrews the other week and they didn't just beat us, they annihilated us. So they are a very good team.
Here's a question I don't think we've answered. If we give Davis another transfer window and he doesn't get any better results, what happens to the players that are brought in under CD?
Well, hopefully another manager is going to get more out of them. If that. But I'm hoping that's not the case. I want us to stick with him. Just be patient. Let's just have a bit of patience with it for a bit. But I do agree with the coaching staff. I do think we need a few changes in that area. We need some new ideas on the training ground.
And Kingsley agrees with you, Claire. Why are they changing so many different things? And Rich, that's good to hear. He is hoping that he'll be back for Preston.
That's good.
That's good, yeah.
Now, we've got a poll out, haven't we, Chris, at the moment, about whether or not people would like to see James Beadle as our permanent goalkeeper side in the summer, ready for next season.
We certainly have.
Yeah. So we're at 62 no, 38% yes. Okay.
Yeah, so it's...
The hustle doesn't have to hurt. If performance pressure is making it hard to breathe, Grow Therapy helps you navigate stress, set boundaries, and actually feel like yourself again. Whether it's your first time in therapy or your 50th, Grow makes it easier to find a therapist who fits you, not the other way around. You can search by what matters, like insurance, specialty, identity, or availability, and get started in as little as 2 days. There are no subscriptions, no long-term commitments. You just pay per session. Grow helps you find therapy on your time. Whatever challenges you're facing, Grow Therapy is here to help. Grow accepts over 100 insurance plans, including Medicaid in some states. Sessions average about $21 with insurance, and some pay as little as $0 depending on their plan. Visit growtherapy.com/start now to get started. That's growtherapy.com/start now. growtherapy.com/start now. Availability and coverage vary by state and insurance plan.
FanDuel is dropping bonus bets into everyone's account for the tournament. All you have to do is opt in to claim your bonus. But don't wait. These bonus bets are only available for a limited time. FanDuel, play your game. 21 plus and present in select states. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets which expire 7 days after receipt. Max bonus $500 unless otherwise specified. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
It's not. I was expecting it a lot more, to be honest.
A lot more yes or a lot more no?
A lot more no. I don't know why. I just was.
Yeah. It's timing again, and he's just saved the penalty. So, if you'd have asked this after the Middlesbrough game, it probably would have been 85-15, wouldn't it? But, his timing. But I think he's got potential. I'm not his biggest fan, as we know, all season, over the whole season. I would have preferred Allsop in goal, and I still would. But if we sign him, and he's a young kid with potential, and hopefully if we do sign him, he'll grow with us and improve.
It's what we seem to have done with a lot of players, isn't it? Where it's what do we actually want to do? And let's face it, we've become a club that's hoping to develop players and take them forwards. And when you look at all of the ones that we've signed, they're all young. They've all got potential. They've got to have the opportunity and the window to show it. So, it's it'll just be interesting to see how things go. Fraser Higgins has said Sam Tickle from Wigan would be his goalkeeper.
Yeah.
A few people have said that, haven't they?
Yeah, he's a good goalkeeper.
Yeah.
If he warms up with Mayo, then we've got Tickle Mayo.
Yeah.
While we're on the subject of goalkeepers as well, I'm delighted to say that in 2 weeks' time we'll be joined by the one and only Lee Camp as well. So he's our very special guest 2 weeks tonight on the 30th of March. So do tune in.
Looking forward.
Yeah,
Chris, get working because we actually want Lee Camp in the middle of our screen.
Yeah. Where Road is.
Well, actually, can we block out Road? Can we just get rid of it?
But then you won't be able to see me then.
Oh, that would be terrible. Perhaps that should be the poll.
Yeah, it's not a good idea, Craig. Not a good idea at all. Back to the drawing board.
The poll next week is: do we allow Mark Adams onto the Lee Camp show?
Yeah. Well,
he's feeling there might be like 100%.
I think we know the answer to that, Craig. Don't you?
Who's player of the season with 8 games to go?
To be honest, Paul, he's only been here a short time, but I'll give it to Wagner. I think he's been brilliant.
Wagner.
Yeah.
Really?
I said a couple of weeks ago what Mark said there, potentially Marvin Dux, but I know Claire's shaking her head. But when I really thought about it, Tomoki Iwata. Because he's done everything. He's played everywhere. Yes,
I'll tell you what, he's come back from
another player in our team that's done what Iwata's done.
What about
just not get taken off? He's had the most minutes because he won't get taken off.
Yeah, but how many players play in all these positions and don't moan about it?
I know he doesn't moan. He says yes sir, no sir, 3 bags, 4 sir. That's why he doesn't get taken off.
Who's your player of the season so far then?
I think Wagner.
I thought you were going to say Laird then.
Clara. Laird hasn't played enough games, but you watch this time next year. But the problem is, again, Duck, he scores you a goal, but he just doesn't do enough. And, he might be going anyway. And then Iwata just doesn't get taken off. Pike, I like Pike. Fraser Higgins.
I agree.
I've got nothing against him as a player. I just wished he passed the ball forward and was more box to box. Because I actually think that when he's been given the licence to go forward, he's got a shot on him, hasn't he?
Mm-hmm. I think pre-injury, Damari Gray was up for that. To be honest, he was doing really well, and then Patrick Roberts has done well as well since he's come in.
Jake Medley's just said Patrick Roberts has goals at the right time.
Yeah, I think for me though, probably Clara. He's the most consistent. He's 7 out of 10 at least every week, isn't he? Very very good defender. And we just need to get a partner next to him for me for next season as well. And that's for me another position we need to upgrade. Yeah. If we can get a goalkeeper for next season, a proper good goalkeeper for this level, and also a proper good centre half to go next to Clara, then we'll be conceding a lot less goals than what we do as well, in my opinion.
Here's a question with Clara.
Beautifully, he said that Iwata is going to get the manager's player of the season. Most 100%, that's definitely going to happen.
Clara,
the other one is Kanya Fujimoto.
Yeah. Go on, Sally.
If we, for instance, we got into the playoffs and we went up this season.
Yeah.
Would you have Clara as your centre half starting in the Premiership?
Yes.
You think he's Premiership quality?
I think he could be. I think he definitely deserves the chance. Obviously, until you see him playing it, you don't know. But I do. No,
you don't know.
I think he's got the potential to be, and I also think Pake would be good in the Premier League as well because he's
I I think Kate definitely, yeah.
I think the thing with Clara is think about how many his partnerships he's had.
Yeah.
Has he had a stable partnership? No.
No.
And that's the thing. Like I don't know what's happened with Newman, but I found that when Newman and Clara played together was actually our best duo.
Yeah.
Like we chased Newman for months. We got him on an early contract and everything. For him to be phased out, to me, it just doesn't make any sense.
No.
And surely, as a footballer, you can play on the left side. Come on.
Again, like you say, if one is willing to do it, why couldn't the other one?
Yeah.
So why can't Neumann play on the left-hand side? So, but that's the reason they're not playing together, is that, Clara is much better on the right-hand side, isn't it?
Yeah. No, we'll see what happens with it. But to be honest, I'm resigned now to a mid-table finish, or, the best we can get really for me now is probably about 8th. Something like that, 8th or 9th.
Top 10.
And that's respectable.
Yeah.
If we do start slipping down to like 13th, 14th, 15th, then that'll be a bit more disappointing. So, it does read healthier at the moment, doesn't it? Seeing us in 9th. Do you know what I mean? In single digits instead of double digits.
Oh, definitely.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to the last 8 games. Like I said, let's experiment. If I was Davies now, I would experiment. I'd try something different. Because you've got nothing to lose doing it for me. And
that's why not doing it on Saturday with 10 men and making a change and doing something different and being sporadic. That's the time to do it.
Yeah.
He won't do it though.
He won't do it though.
We all know.
Yeah.
Tally, you going
I
on
don't think he'll do it. And
we
he won't
know
do it then either.
Yeah. We know, and that's the problem. Because then if we know, the opposition are going to know.
Yeah. Well, hopefully one day the penny will drop and he'll do something different. But if he doesn't, then it is a little bit robotic, isn't it? And it's very samey all the time and predictable. And it is boring to watch as well at times, isn't it?
Yeah, it's true. It's just like a chore again, isn't it?
Yeah.
You don't rub around thinking, look for, after about 10 minutes you're thinking, oh, God, here we go again.
Yeah. Do you know what, though? We're not being relegated. We're not in a relegation fight.
Exactly.
Why are we all so down in the doldrums as fans? I don't get it.
It's not down.
It's not down.
You can only comment on what you see and what people talk about.
I get that bit, but I think, honestly, the negativity outweighs anything that's positive to take away. And this season is a positive. It's a massive improvement on where we have been for seasons, and many a season before this. We're still looking and, going to finish higher. It's going to take something majorly horrible to make us fall in and around those positions that we were before. So we're going to finish higher. It's an improvement. It's a bounce off a season where we've just, come on, we walked the league. In the words as the chairman said before, we pissed the league. It was simple. The expectations going into this season were high. But if we're realistic, that's where we are.
What is that comment?
Has Claire just drank the flower vase water?
No, it's a Carlo.
Mother's Day vase.
It's big, but it's... Oh, look how big it is. Oh, my God.
Gary Johnson.
Craig, do you know what it is? I think the problem is yes, it's great. But I think when at home, if you watch home games...
Oh, yeah.
I don't know whether you find this. Everyone that just goes to lots of home games are really, really happy. And then us that go away are going to be negative.
I feel
we
for
just
the
want
people.
to see some wins away from home.
Definitely, there's an imbalance there when we go to the away games.
And
definitely.
you can tell, that's the problem. If we were mediocre at both, we'd probably be higher in the league.
I think what you said a couple of weeks ago, and I think you've been saying it from all season, is that if we lost a game but played out of our skin, you know what I mean? Really played well. As a fan, away or home, we'd be happy. Well, we'd be better than we are now. We'd see it better than we do now. But some of the performances just have been like no one really cares. That and that's it makes the fans feel the same. Then
and you can name
brings
them.
Us down. Yeah,
you can name the performances: Watford, Millwall, Sheffield United away, Sheffield United at home, West Brom,
Southampton away,
Middlesbrough, Southampton away. Like literally, you can name the performances that have been, or Watford that have been literally this season. That if we had changed those, it's those slight performances like those draws we've had at home. if we'd made those into wins that they should have been, where would we be? And I think that it's mainly frustration. It's not like negativity.
Yeah.
It's just the frustration of what could have been.
Yeah.
You know, there's extra.
It's the hope that kills you, doesn't it? That's what they say.
Jake
To be fair,
Meadows just said the extra 5% that Middlesbrough, Millwall and Coventry have takes time to build. Have the faith. And I think we have said it as well. I mean, David Field has said people are fed up because we've massively underachieved. I don't think we have massively underachieved. There are times when you can say we've sat there and thought that was poor, right? And nobody will argue with that. But I don't think we can say we've massively underachieved because, yes, we've spent a bit of money, but money doesn't buy you the league.
No, I think it's that.
Blackpool are a great example of that. They spent nothing and got promoted to the Premiership on freebies. It's about getting your team
the unfortunate thing is, and I totally agree why they do it, is that when you've got an ownership team and all these players that came in, did their little videos, and it's the project, it's promotion, and the Americans are saying, Tom Brady's asked on an interview, we're just going to go into the Premiership. They're not going to go, oh, do you know what? Give it a season. Davis needs time. The players need to gel. They're always going to be positive, and I think people read into that massively, don't they? And the fingers are crossed, and I think you just got realist fans like ourselves. They're just like, give us a season, like you just said. Your Coventrys, your Middlesbroughs. They've had a couple of managers in the time over them 3 seasons, but the building blocks are there, and they keep building and building, and that's what we've got now.
It's like sales, isn't it? In your pipeline, it's good to under-promise and over-deliver.
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah,
but they've over-promised and under-delivered, unfortunately, this season.
Yeah,
but there's no reason why it can't get better next season.
I'm pretty sure it will.
But no, I've just been called Mr. Contradiction by Gary Johnson. I get that because obviously I was saying earlier that I want Chris Davis to stay, and I do. But I am getting bored of the same old thing. I'm not going to lie, but I'm not turning yet.
To be honest,
I'm being honest with what I'm seeing.
Yeah, that's it.
But I just think that, and I did say as well that I would like to see a change on the training ground, and obviously with his coaching staff, I did agree with that. But I just think that he deserves, the transfer window in the summer, and then addressing it at Christmas time. And if we're still no better off at Christmas, then I'd look at it definitely. Because I don't even
think, being realistic, I don't even think they'd give him until Christmas. I think you'll be talking the international break in the September-October area.
To be honest, Craig, I think with the expansion of the playoffs, I think minimum next year's got to be the playoffs. If there's 8 involved, I think less than 8.
Do we all believe that he is good enough to do it?
I think he's got it in him with support. It's that caveat that with support, he's got to have. He just needs somebody to almost at times grab him by the shoulders and say, change it. And you just do not see that from our backroom staff at the moment. It's actually the opposite way round. Yeah,
when Brucey took us up, he had Mark Bowie as his right-hand man.
Yeah.
So you look at Ben Petty, and there's no disrespect to Ben. He's obviously been at some good clubs, the same as Chris has. But I just think that's the part we're lacking, is that his assistant manager needs to be that little bit more experienced, been there, done it, or been at another championship team at that, this sort of point of a team's progression.
Yeah. Well, let's see what happens.
I think we'd all agree that if CD watched this programme, then everything would be perfect.
100%.
I'm more than be assistant. Just phone me up.
Good shout, Chris.
Just give me a call. I'll be there. Pay me similar to what I'm being paid now. I'll be all there.
How much is that?
Right, Chris, what we do first, Chris? The Barnets or the Who?
I'll tell you what we'll do, because we're running out of time. We'll do the Who, because I think this might take up the 10 minutes. If anybody gets this, I will have sex with them.
Oh, bloody hell.
You've got to hope I don't get it.
Right, you started smiling then. You're playing that the wrong key.
Is that Dev after 17 pints of Guinness?
You don't know how close you are there.
Seriously?
He's been a guest. This person has been a guest.
But it's not Paul. It's not Paul Devlin.
No, it's not Paul.
Oh, is it Kenny Burns?
No,
It's not horse. It's not horse, is it?
No, Kenny Burns.
What? All I got was like someone
sounded as though it was on a triple speed.
Yeah, 1.5 ahead.
I thought it was so easy. I thought I'd reverse it.
All right. Bit of beta list.
Sounds like Gaza.
Yeah.
Pete Taylor says, is it Tatey?
No.
Sounds Welsh, then American.
Then German.
He sounds like Newcastle.
Craig Graham
Yeah.
says it's R2D2.
Is it actually a Beatles song?
Yeah.
Backwards.
Hidden lyrics.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, so what you said.
I ain't got a clue.
Let's go, Robbie Savage.
Can we have a clue?
Yeah, can you play it again as well?
No. It's not Alice McLeish, no. Nor Jerry Gill.
So what made you sound close with Paul Devlin? Is it another Brummie?
I think they're quite close friends.
Jeff Horsfield.
Michael Johnson.
Somebody said, yeah, you go. There you go.
Jono,
yeah. That was bloody obvious, wasn't it?
Let's see. Wow. Can we hear it properly now?
No, because I'm not that clever.
One job, that's all you've got. We'll play it backwards, but we can't play it forwards. Yeah, perhaps if people turn their computers upside down and he plays it again, it'll be all right.
Oh dear.
Do we think the January signings have upset the apple cart a little bit?
Because
we were playing.
I just don't think he knows what his best team is either.
Yeah. I don't think he knows his best 11.
I'm thinking back to the way we played when we did 4-0, 4-0, 4-1 at home. You know what I mean? As well, when you look at the whole season. Getting a bit of stick here about saying, obviously, we're not playing well and we're frustrated, and then we give Chris Davies more time. But I just want him to be given the chance to make it right and get it better. That's all. I'm not happy with the way we're playing at the moment, but I'd like to see him just be given a bit more time to try and change it. That's all.
So the style of play can be adapted, can change.
Yeah.
You're not asking him to be moved on. You just want to. It's a boring thing every time. Plan B, something different.
Yeah.
Is he too stubborn though?
That's the thing.
I'm starting to think he's.
Is it like when you do something again and again and again and again? We know what that's called.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's not changing anything.
It seems that sometimes it really does.
Yeah. Well, let's see.
Like the substitutions at 60-odd minutes. I know he has a plan, but I think in-game management's one of the most important things, isn't it?
And AI doesn't tell you everything.
No. Well, ultimately, it's out of our control, isn't it? What will be will be. Let's just see where we finish up, and where we finish up this season. I do think that our league position, even though we're probably not going to be in the playoffs, more than likely not going to be in the playoffs, I do think our league position will still have an effect on any decision that's going to be made. Do you?
Yeah.
And Benji Smith has just come up with a comment of Ayop has Robe done time. He hasn't done time, he's doing time. I mean, that's the reason why he's in Coventry.
Yeah. No, it's all above board.
I can't believe there's only 8 games left.
It's flown by.
It has flown by, yeah.
Yeah.
What do normal people do on a Saturday? Like, I've got to prepare myself to do like the garden and stuff.
We can't even say we've got the World Cup this year, can we? Because we have, but it'll be stupid o'clock in the morning.
I might take some overtime on.
Any advice to what we need to do? Put it on the shout box the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, any new hobby?
Robe has said that he'll come and clean anybody's shower cubicles, toilets, and no cost whatsoever. He's doing it all voluntary.
Well, it's part of a hobby, isn't it?
I agree with Paul Sterndale there. New players were fantastic first couple of games, getting forward quick, and now they've just slowed down to predictable blues.
Or is it they've just people are catching them out because they didn't know what to expect from them when they first came in, and now few people have done their own work.
Does it look like that though? When you're watching the game, does it look like they're being defended against? Like, has Vicente gone down the wing since he started? Has he been bolting past players? He hasn't. As he's adapted his play back to stopping, looking to his left, passing it to the left, or passing it back to the fullback. It's a style of play that they're all having to work to, and sometimes it works, but a lot of the times, as you say, Paul, it's not we want it. We like him as a manager. We like what he's doing. What he's done. It's just that style of play. He's boring. Could be Man City playing it. I'd still be bored.
Yeah, I've got a similar sort of feeling than when Southgate was England manager. Do you know what I mean? I like Southgate. He did a great job, but it was boring to watch at times. But he did get results though. But at the moment we're not getting the results we want, are we? So something does need to change. Something does need to change. And like I've said 3 times now, if he's going to experiment something different, there's no better time to do it than in these last 8 games.
And that's a really good point from Jake Medley. That is. Chris Davis has worked under both Brendan Rodgers and Big Ange. Both of them are very stubborn and have no plan B. That's so true, actually, when you think about it in the way that they were.
Yeah, well, let's see.
Or you could say when Chris Davis left them, they started to their game started to deplete, didn't it? They didn't perform afterwards.
That's right.
When he broke away and went to Ange, Brendan Rodgers really hasn't performed anywhere. And then same as Ange since he's gone. So maybe it's the brains behind these people.
Yeah, let's just whiz around with predictions then, and then we'll wrap up. Can't believe that time's gone. So Derby away on Saturday. I'm going to go for a 1-1. Chris?
Me? I'm going to go for 1-0 Blues.
Okay, Tally?
2-1 Blues.
Robe?
I'm sorry to be negative, but I think Derby 2-1.
Claire?
Right, I can't believe you.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked, mate. Don't comment. Don't say nothing.
I've got a feeling it's going to be like a 2-2.
A Desmond? Okay. Craig?
I'm going to go for a cheeky 1-0. Scored in the 85th minute.
When was the last time we won at Derby?
We've won in the cup, haven't we? When Ridgewell scored the winner.
Bloody hell, you're going back there.
The last time 2010 scored against us, wasn't it?
Didn't he? Yeah, Billy
didn't they win as well?
Who, Derby?
They've beaten us. I don't know.
It's been a
long time. It's been a long time.
Always took away from home. We never win.
I think it was when Rarick was here and Robbo scored, didn't he? And Cliftonbell got a banger from the edge of the box. And
I remember
that. Was 3-0, wasn't it?
That was one of the best goals I've ever seen live. That was
that was a good one.
Yeah,
Cliftonbell was like my lad at that point.
That was in the
decent player.
That was in the shirt with the diag stripe, wasn't it? The white.
That was such a good goal. The way end just went bonkers.
Yeah, I think that was the last time we won there. I could be wrong though. We rescued a point there once, didn't we? In the last couple of minutes, wasn't it, when Donaldson scored and that? But I think the last time we actually beat him there was then.
It's been a long time.
I think we had a Tilton Talk bus to that game.
Did you?
Yeah. Yeah, Dennis got a coach, didn't they, with a bar and everything? Yeah.
Oh, brilliant!
I just think Derby at home. They're going for the playoffs, and I just don't fancy us to be honest.
Hopefully they'll be tired after tonight.
Yeah, they're playing Pompey tonight, aren't they?
Yeah.
Is it 8 o'clock kickoff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the message board, Benji Smith is saying, unfortunately, it'll be 2-0 to Derby. Fraser Higgins, 3-1 to Derby. Simon Harper, yay, positives, 2-1 to the Blues. Craig Roden's gone 2-2. And Vince Lee is saying that Birmingham are going to win 2-1.
We've got the Super 3 up and available on the chat as well.
It's not on the chat, but I've put all the details out on the board. So it's close, shall we say, and it's Claire's leading the way at the moment. The good thing is we got rid of Robe from top of the league.
I told you, Chris Davis just phoned me. Sorted.
Yeah, so it's all done. So Claire's top of the table with 59 points, closely followed by moi on 50. Robert Woodford 44. Somebody called Mark Adams, aka La Robe, 39 points. So you're a loser at the moment because you're not top. Then we got the Courtney clan with Olivia and Adam, 38-36. Emma McCann on 35. Kim Sale 35. Tally Jones 34. He's propping up the table at the moment as number 10. So it's very close. But this week, again, 2 decent games and a total random one. So have a go. And I will say, for those that think the random ones can just be chosen and you're gonna pick the team that you think is going to win each time based on form. The past 2 games for the random ones have been totally the opposite. So it's a minefield. So give it a go and see how you get on. Early closure this time around because Birmingham are in there. So cut-off is 12:15 on Saturday. You've got plenty of time to get it in, and I'll repost the link after the show. Bit of fun. We give it a go.
And that's the final whistle.
Absolutely. So we've been the Tilton Talk Show. Thank you everyone for watching. Sponsored by AMG Logistics. It's good night from me, and it's good night from Mr. Roadmark Adams.
Cheers, Paul. Good night from me, and it's going to be handed over to Craig.
And it's good night from me. If you can make it, see you there on Sunday for the ladies' game. I'm going to hand over to Claire Wilden.
It's good night from me. Safe travels, however you get into Derby. And I'll probably see you there, Tally.
Yeah, most definitely will. It's a good night from me, and I'll pass and hand you over to the man with the buttons, Mr. Brown.
Am I the last one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
you are.
Good night, everybody. Till on a bit.
Get well soon, Richard, mate. Keep right on.
Yeah, get well, mate.
Yeah, get well soon.
Robe, I can't believe you got a DHgate shirt.
I have not got a DHgate shirt. That's a genuine article.
A genuine
He wouldn't
DHgate.
pay for a shirt anyway. He probably got it from somewhere.
He stole it from somebody's house.
Yeah.
One of these times, I'll do the show in my own house.
One of these days.
Are you allowed to have cameras by bars? I didn't think you could. I thought the Wi-Fi signal was blocked.
When you're light-fingered, you get a bash with anything.